Hello and welcome to my first ever proper video on this channel. My name is Tristan. I've got about 5 to 6k hours on this game, and I'll be showing you how I would grow as a solo on PvP. So it looks like we got about 40 players on the server, so this should go fairly smoothly. So let's get into it. Alright, now that we're in, I'm going to show you how to grow the Flame Stalker out of these 7 dragons. If you have any questions about how to grow a Shadow Scale or an Acid Spitter, Blitz Striker, Inferno, or even a Pyo, or a Brood, just let me know. But we're going to stick with the Flame Stalker for now. It takes about 3 hours to grow, roughly, depending on how well you keep your growth buff. The skins and gender don't really lean into it too much unless you have like skin keys. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna do a male for now and just hope we get a good spawn. And it looks like we are at Big Rock, or outside of Eastwoods. And so typically when you spawn in, you'll always spawn in next to a hatchy pond. So if you just hold down F and sniff, you'll see a blue line appear. And so blue means water, green means mushrooms, and pink means bugs. If you're really close to the bug, you'll have a little pink smoke come up. And so just focus on getting your bug first. As a Flame Stalker, you're pretty tanky, so you can just face tank it and fight it. Then you want to aim and just press E, and then run over to your pond. And while we're running over, I'm going to throw up a picture of the map. Feel free to pause it here if you'd like, but these are all the current territories, with the little yellow dots being the current spawn points. Out of these clans, I'd say you'll have the worst luck growing where it says rats and Boo, since those are one of the bigger clans on here, and will most likely make food out of you to feed their own hatchies. So I recommend making your way to one of the unclaimed areas where you find a little pond, or to the neutral zone, or the pond that I'm growing at, to have the best chance of growing. Alright, so as soon as you've acquired your bug and your water source, you're just want to go ahead and press M, and it'll put down a little waypoint and a little orange sky you can see up there, and it will always point you into the direction of the water. So in case you do walk away from the water, you'll always find it. A real quick note with the mushroom and the bug, they are different. There's another Flame Stalker growing there. With the bug and the shroom, they're a little different. You can see when I press I and view my stats, I have a little 50% growth buff on the growth bar, and as long as my food and water are under 20, I'll have that buff. But when I do go over here and eat the mushroom, you'll see a little icon in the bottom right. That's basically toxin right there. It will wear off in about a minute, as long as you just run into the next bush and sleep. And to sleep, you just hold down R and shift, and your dragon will start sleeping. It's also your logout timer to log out safely. And so it won't kill you. You can see the little sickness bar rising. Don't worry about it. As long as you just sleep, it won't kill you. And your growth will return as soon as the toxin is gone. So don't really worry about it. It's a great food source. Eat it up until you're around 30% juvenile on the Flame Stalker, since it won't really do much for you past that stage. Here's a very important tip for PvP, is to always be sleeping while growing in case you do get attacked. So I'll just go down for food and water, right back to a bush, and start sleeping and have my timer ready in case something comes over to me. Like if that Flame Stalker were to come up to and try to attack me, I can just spawn menu. So until you're bigger, just repeat food, water, sleep. So a little thing I wanted to show you guys is the mutation points. So if you press I and enter, you'll see these 4 categories over here. So this shows your growth and hunger. This is, don't really worry about this. This is for cosmetic pearls, which is something you get further into the game. You have the mutations. It's obviously social, agile, and scavenger. I personally go scavenger for if I'm growing solo. It just means the food you eat, just you get a lot more of it. These are obviously your stats. You can see the age of your dragon and all the element if you like to look around for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it with that. Um, Something also I wanted to show you guys is the abilities of the Flamestalker. You can see it's pretty dark, but with me pressing Q, it's the special ability is heat vision, and so it's pretty neat to find cloaked shadow scales or any AI. You can see the bug down there. It takes a bit of your stamp, but it also makes your bite hit a little harder. Another thing is you can see it's very dark still. If you press V, that's your just night vision, and that goes for every dragon. And the last thing I wanted to show you is the hatchet flying. So in case you are getting attacked or something, if you are grown enough, you can run off a cliff and spam F, and you'll take flight. The flying is something to get used to, so if you're brand new to the game, just maybe start off on PvE and figure out the flying before moving to PvP. So this is a great way to migrate in case you do spawn in, let's say, river or arch area, and you want to migrate to maybe big rock or falls, where it's a little more safer. And so you can just hatchet fly your way back to that spot. So this guy's kind of been eyeing me recently. The food here has gotten very abundant. So I think it's time to move to another location. He's friendly calling me right now, but I'm not really trusting it. So I think it's time to move to another location. I'm gonna make my way to Big Rock or Falls here and finish off growing there. So we'll see you there. Alright, so after a bit of growing, we have finally reached juvenile on this Flamestalker, and with that comes a new mutation point. You can see I split my points here. This is what a personal preference. You're free to just put whatever points you'd like. This is what I do. You can also tell that I am a little hungry, and with that I'm gonna go to Big Rock and see if we can find something else to eat than just bugs and mushrooms, so I am growing a little bigger. Real quick, I'll show you the flame breath of the Flamestalker if you don't know already. You can see my little yellow bar down there. That is your bile. You can also see it up here if you press I. And essentially, you just aim and hold left click. This is your flame breath, and we'll be using that to try to secure a kill here at Big Rock. So I'll cut to where we find something. Alright, after a bit of searching, I was not able to find any hatchlings or juvies to snack on, but there are these swamp snappers that do live in the pond here at Big Rock, so we are going to see if any of them are here. You can obviously hear one right here. And the way to kill them is simple. You just line yourself up here, and they'll typically notice you as soon as you get a little close to them. And so you just want to aim at him and then free fire. They'll looking for you and then put you straight into the water. So do his little wash or not. Just let him burn for a little bit. And once you see he's low enough, just climb on him, guys. So just pick up a body and walk over to the nearest bush and enjoy your meal. Here's a little fun thing that comes with being scavenger. So you'll notice when I eat this, you usually have around 2 bites until he turns into something that's called a carcass. So that's bite number 1. Let's see if my finger's going down. And bite number 2 will make this thing a carcass. And so having the scavenger allows you to eat said carcass. If you had any other mutation point in, you were not able to bite this or eat this. So you're fully able to finish the whole meal, and back to growing you go until you grow bigger. Well, that was mildly terrifying. That's a good example of why you should look around before you go and eat, so that doesn't happen. Luckily we are able to juke him in the cave there, so I'm gonna move up to these redwood trees and finish growing there, since we aren't really welcome up at Big Rock. Oh, alright, after about 2.5 hours of growing, we have finally reached adult on this flame stalker. Even though we got almost put to square one by that Inferno Ravager down there. I did move up to these redwood trees, as you can see. That's something I should have done way sooner. They're a really good place to finish your juvie stage. You just go down to the ponds and water down there or here, and just fill up, fly back up, and finish your stage over here. Otherwise, I hope you found this guide helpful. PvP can be a bit brutal, so you might have like a perfect playthrough like this. But yeah, this is basically how to grow on Molten Mountain PvP. So I hope you enjoyed.